name is Ronnie Shellist. In case you're new to this channel and you're just seeing one of my videos for the first time, I try to use this channel to just put postings of me playing, me teaching, sharing, discussing, and today I want to talk about, I think, my all-time favorite harmonica player that ever lived. And two reasons for that. He was the most passionate and articulate player that I have ever seen and listened to, in my opinion. And he happens to play a killer mix of Chicago and West Coast blues. So, who is it? If you didn't notice the artist I just played, that's William Clarke. That song is Pawn Shop Bound. It comes from a CD called Serious Intentions. Now, I just want to let you know I'm going to put a couple links in the video description of places you can find William Clarke's music and some rare things of his, like unreleased CDs through his family. So look for those links below if you want to get a hold of some of this. And I'll just say it right now. If you want to learn how to play blues harmonica and you don't know who William Clarke is, then here you go. Now you do. I think he's got to be one of the most important figures in the entire planet, harmonica world. Sorry, not the entire planet. In my world, he certainly is. And again, I said it earlier, because he's so passionate, and it comes out. You can really hear it in his playing, and he's such a master technician of this instrument. And the third element is that he was so creative. He was one of the most unique players from this blend of kind of blues meets, it's really blues. I mean, it's hardcore blues, but he has some CDs that have more jazz on it, and you can hear his influence from other instruments, like horns. Horn players come out in his playing. So anyway, if you don't know who William Clarke is, and you like what you heard, you should pick up all of his CDs, and I mean that, because it's worth its weight in gold. You can't buy better lessons, you can't watch stuff on YouTube, and you can't get this unless you own those CDs. And that leads me to kind of what I want to talk about today, outside of sharing William Clarke with you, and that would be some insight into how what was the most prevailing thing in my journey to learning harmonica. What was the one thing that was so consistent that I think at least pushed me to get to where I am today? And I think that has to do with, besides my excitement and enthusiasm to learn and playing all the time, I used this method of turning on a CD, which I'm sure tons of people do, but I lived and died by this for a while, and just rewind. Play, listen, play again, rewind it, listen to it, play it, just keep going in this cycle of playing back certain areas until you figured out what they're doing. And not only the note choices, but the exact nuances. So I thought it'd be fun to maybe take the ending for Pawn Shop Bound. If you like the idea of learning new endings to how to end your blues songs, I have a whole CD of blues licks called Song Endings for Blues Licks, or Blues Licks for Song Endings, rather. And that can be found at harmonica123.com. You can download that. But let's do one here. Let's just back it towards, or move it forward. God, I can't get a thought out that makes sense today. I'm going to move it to the end of the track. I'm on Pawn Shop Bound. Again, that comes from Serious Intentions, put out in 1992. Here we go. Let's hear it again. Here it comes. So I showed you at the beginning of the video, I have a C harmonica. It's not a hard lick, it's a really cool lick. It's all in the timing. The note choices, starting on a C harmonica at 6 blow, 5 draw, 5 blow, 4 draw, 4 blow, and that's the first half. How much easier can that come straight off of that major scale there? And then, which is like 3 half-step bend, to a full step bend on the 3 draw, to 2 draw, 1 draw, 2 draw, 2 bend, all the way down to that double bend. Let me play it for you slowly. So quickly I'll repeat it again. 6 blow, 5 draw, 5 blow, 4 draw, 4 blow, 3 draw half step bend, 3 draw full step bend, 2 draw, 1 draw, 2 draw, and 2 double bend all the way down. Cool ending. He's got so many great licks. This is a way to learn. Just turn it on. And don't have a harmonica in your hand. Just listen to a song, especially if you've never heard a song before. Listen to it all the way through, not just once, maybe a couple times, especially if you really are liking what you're hearing. Don't pick up the harmonica and play. It's your first impression and you're trying to really hear what's going on. Then pick up the harmonica and slowly begin to try to figure out where he is. For example, William Clarke. Anyway, you could do that with any player. I'm gonna run, but William Clarke, man, love you. Wish he was still around. We lost him in the mid-90s, and I wish I could have seen him live. I never got to see him perform live, but man, he's in my heart and soul, and I really learned a lot from him. So this video is dedicated to William Clarke. I'll see you guys next week.